Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? We're back again with another How to Fight as a Trio. This time we will be reviewing Day, Reverse, and Mero. And yeah, we're just gonna be talking about how they fight, their styles, and everything like that. So we have a few clips. For some reason, there's no sound from the clips, which kind of suck. But as we can see from the map, they notice that our boy here, Elijah 77 was, or 777 was alone. So Day and Reverse are going to hop on him, hopefully before his teammates over here make it back, before Mero, or yeah, kill him before, their teammates come and Mero is able to come help. So, um, this is really, I like to say, probably their style is to overwhelm the team as soon as possible, or so whoever they're up against. So they full send hard one guy, get the kill, and then full send the last two. So their idea is to be hyper, like super aggressive on one dude, and especially if they're caught out, I mean that's smart. You should 100% be super aggressive on this guy because he's alone. Get the kill quickly, which ends up happening here because they do, quite a pinch here and they kill him, and then their teammate comes. And if we notice, a good thing that they don't do, or that they do, that a lot of teams don't, is that they don't fuck around with Elijah here. Whatever, he's knocked, it doesn't matter. We see where they are. They both start going up. Harry Potter's himself, but it happens. And Mero does the same thing. Everyone tries to go up. It doesn't matter. The knock doesn't matter. They don't need the heals. They don't need the shake. Maybe if one of them needed more mats, then they could. And they immediately start fighting like this. Mero is up here fighting this guy. Day is taking his one over here. And Reverse goes, all right, I'll go up and help as well. This guy's cracked as shit. Day comes down to get the thirst, I'm guessing. Yep, he gets the thirst now when he needs it. And now, these guys are just all over the place. They notice this guy's alone. Now we have a pinch here from Reverse and Mero. And what ends up happening is Mero decides, okay, we'll let Reverse fight his one. And Mero and Day will go kill this guy real quick. Reverse actually ends up getting shit on. But no, I'm kidding. But it happens. He just missed his shots. So Reverse gets thirsted, and they finish their 2v1 up here, I'm pretty sure, before going down and finishing off old Nicholas here. So you've noticed both pressured, both sides, perfectly done. They're just trying to get in now, take the pieces. Mero goes directly in. Day stays in the box to, provide some cover. Now that bigger Andy's dead, they can go down and find Nicholas. So they're looking over here for Nicholas. Day's looking for him. Like, oh, I found him. He's on me. Mero starts going up. He drops down directly into Mero's box, and that's the end. So now we're going to number 2 here. Remember, Reverse is back up. I thought he was dead in this, but he's still back up in this one. We have 3 guys sitting on top of Zate Hill here. And if we notice, we have our Reverse Day and Mero here flying in, ready to provide some justice. So if you notice right away, Day is going aggro. Okay, Day is a fantastic beast control, safe player. Or not safe, but like he can be aggressive while being safe. And if we notice what happens immediately is that Harley here has been abandoned by Planey and Shady, I'm guessing that's how you say that. And Day and Mero are going hyper aggressive on the one guy, just like I mentioned earlier. So Shady comes down to help, but there's nothing he can do. So now Shady's down here, and our boy Planey just isn't moving at all. So I don't know why he's not moving. But he should be trying to support, or they should be trying to fight their 2v2 before Reverse arrives, which he's running up here now. And now we have another. We're about to have a 3v1 because Planey's like, oh shit, maybe I should come out of the box now. And if we notice, Shady's down here, Planey is over here, and now they're just trying to find each other. So they take their 2v1, which is fine. This guy's just jumping around with a parasite. Meanwhile, Day takes his one and finishes it off. So they're just spraying to get in. Doesn't matter how they get the kill. The guy's one shot. You can full send. If one of you guys end up being knocked, it's completely fine, just like we learned in the last one. Now we have another clip here, which is a little different. This time we have just Mero starting off the fight. He gets a hard crack on Omo. Omo, should call him Omo. He gets a hard crack on Omo. And they know this guy's cracked, so they want to full send him. They can clean up the fight, so Mero doesn't really have to bother them. But what he can do is sit near Glover. I know that's not his name, but he can sit near Mr. Glover here and make sure that this guy doesn't either go over here to help Day or help his teammate, or spray back, because then Mero can spray. So he's really controlling, you know, these two guys and forcing them to stay here, while Day takes the one and reverse ideally would drop. I'm pretty sure reverse should fly in. Nope, reverse goes to Mero. They get the knock. Now they have angles here. Day has to straight across. Mero is right here, can go anywhere here, and reverse can go something like this. So they start pressuring. They're pretty much boxed up here. It's pretty bad. Mero and reverse are together. Day is coming behind. You notice he's spraying there. They kill old Glover, and then they full send the last guy and kill him pretty easily. So we can see how their whole style is isolate one, absolutely full send that guy, and then full send the last two. And it works because, you know, you're hyper aggressive, and a lot of teams, you know, don't really know what to do when you're in a situation where you're being like absolutely sent by somebody, especially good players. So, I mean, if you're being absolutely sent, it's super hard to not die, especially if they're good players. And then once you go down, it's basically you're gonna need a clutch like miracle from your duo. So I think, oh no, we have one more. This time they're pushing a team that's already set up. So Day is, again, if we notice, we see a little pattern here. Day is always almost the first one to start the fight. So he's, again, you know, we noticed this with Kanata, Stretch, and Saf. Where Kanata is kind of running through the door. That's similar, but Reverse and Mero are just a little bit behind. So what ends up happening is Day is just pushing full set. I don't know if he knows three are here, but he's absolutely keying. And then they all come from different angles. So let's see the angles we have. We have Day entering here. Reverse is probably going to start spraying here, and Mero is going to start spraying on these side walls. I'm guessing. Or one of them is going to go on height, or we'll see what happens. So Mero comes from a different angle to support Day. So, you know, Saf would be in the same box often. Mero's coming from a different angle while Reverse is probably spraying or doing something over here. What do they have? They have one guy completely alone. Perfect isolated. Perfect isolation. They completely shit on Onyx. What fucking Onyx, whatever his name is. And now it's, alright, let's just full send the box to the last two. It doesn't matter. We can win this. They're, you know, hop in, boom, dead. Now they just gotta find poor old Puntrick over here, and that's it. So you notice how fast they end the fights, and that's so good about, you know, their style, is that the fights are over super quick, because you full send the first one, full send the second one, full send the third one. That's it. And you end the fights so quickly, you get mad loot from it, you can overwhelm teams so, like, it's just insane. Crazy tactic. I think that might be it. Yep, so next is, we're not going to go over this one now, but I would like to say that this, you know, tactic or this fighting style is almost like an isolation, like a isolate slash full send style, where they isolate one guy, absolutely send the fucking shit out of him, and then they keep doing that over and over again. And that's what I like to think Dave, Mero, and Reverse's style is the full send, and they have, you know, the two crazy controller players with Reverse, who's a very good player alone, um, having the ability to support Day or Mero or spray from a side or do whatever. So it's a really good style. So I would recommend this if you have one player like Kanata in the last episode who's a very strong mechanical fighter, controller or keyboard, doesn't matter. Then we can have a second player who's controller or keyboard again, who's also a strong fighter but is a little bit more IGL-y. That would be Mero. And then they have to be the best together. Their duo chemistry and their duo fighting skills have to be unreal. Okay, so they have to be really good fighting together so they know how each other's play and they don't have to really calm about it because that will just clutter up the comms. And then your third player is somebody who is, you know, let's just say hypothetically we have a duo and we have the solo that joins to make the trio. And, you know, that solo should be reverse and they're the kind of the supporty, you know, they support Day, they support Mero by spraying or going in together, like if it's a 2v1 or yeah, 2v1 and Day's going in, the reverse is right behind him, just like Saf did in the last episode or whatever. So I would, you know, identify that, figure out that is your play style. But the most important thing here that is the downfall of this is that Day can't die. If Day gets knocked and thirsted or even knocked, then it's pretty much fucked because Reverse and Mero aren't even anywhere near in this fight. So if Day went down right here, then they could hold the cards here and then Reverse and Mero would be forced to either A, fight the 2v3 or B, run away. So that's the biggest downside is that Day cannot die. And if he does die, then, the whole attack, the whole game is ruined. So whoever your day player is has to be hyper aggressive while also making sure that he doesn't get boxed and he hits his shots and everything. So there's a lot of pressure on this day slash fragger person because oftentimes he is, full send in the team starting the fight without his two teammates nearby. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. The plan is for the next videos is I'm going to be going through each winner of the cash cups and breaking down what they do instead of just random teams that I picked. Just because I think that's, let's see how the team's key would be good. And just so there's some order and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do the FNCSs too. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this and cheers.